Alrighty, folks, we are back again today. Another day, another stream, and today is Tabletop Simulator Day. And today is a special day because we have my friend Lance Mixter, aka UndeadViking, here, as y'all may know him from his review channels and everything. He was kind enough to join me on here. We're gonna be playing through our the game Seven Ronin, which is one of those ones. Okay.
Kind enough. I get to play. I get to be paid to play board games right now.
It's
This is not. This is the easiest part of my day right now. So thank you for inviting me, Jared. I really appreciate it.
awesome. Yeah, it's always happy to have the fun ones here. So Seven Ronin, for those of you watching, if you have played Seven Ronin, you already know how elegant this game actually is. But if you don't know what it is, quick rundown. This is a simultaneous hidden deployment game, which is based around the lore of the Seven Samurai story. One player plays the ninjas invading a town and trying to take over it. Another player plays in the original story it was samurai. In this case, it's Ronin, but there's seven Ronin defending the town, and basically the Ronin have to fight off the ninjas and hold them off long enough to where they have to retreat. Or they will all either perish, or the ninjas will just take over the town. And so that's kind of like the gist of the game. So, and from what you see here from this perspective inside of Tabletop Simulator, these little colored boxes here block the sight for the other player. So whenever I'm inside my box, Lance can't see anything that I'm doing, and then when he's inside his box, I can't see anything he's doing. And then once we've both placed on where we want to go, we'll pull out and reveal our boards, and then we'll place all of our pieces. And then, oh no! And then things will happen. Oh, here, I got you.
Oh, I got it.
Let's say if you hit F, it'll just flip it over for you.
I'm just let me do my thing.
Okay. Yes. There it is. There. Sorry, technical difficulties. Okay, yeah. So can't see inside there, and so I'll be placing on my part of the map. This is so these are versions of the map for what you see here. So we'll place on our own maps, reveal them, then we'll both put our pieces out, and then different effects will happen based on what happens here. So my Ronins have abilities that will take place whenever they get placed, so they have different abilities here on them. And then these village spaces have abilities, and these village spaces are for the ninja player. The ninja player, whenever they control a village space, will get the ability of that space. So my job is to right in this first game, Lance is going to play the ninjas, and I'm going to play the Ronin. So my job is to stop Lance from taking too many spaces on the board to claim victory, and also stop him from getting the abilities, because these abilities are very good indeed. But there is a timer here.
Well, a timer? Like, what do you mean? I have to make my choices in like 7 seconds?
No, not quite. So there's a round marker here. So there's 8 rounds total in the game. So the ways that I win is either I kill all the ninja pieces, or I just have to have one Ronin alive by the end of the 8th round, because at that point winter will close in on the village, and all of the ninjas will die due to the cold, because the villagers obviously aren't inviting them into their homes because they're trying to steal other stuff. So yeah, so you have to win by the end of the 8th round, or I will win. So you have to kill.
Right.
Yeah, so that's that there. Numbers here, this is basically guidelines or restrictions for the ninja player as far as like how many spaces they can deploy to each round, how many ninjas they can deploy to each round, this and that. If you'd like the full rundown of the game, there's lots of great material on BGG, as well as plenty of videos on it, so you can get the full rundown from there. But yeah, that's just a quick overview. So if you are ready, I believe we can go ahead and get it.
I was born ready.
You're born ready.
Just so we know, just so I understand, it is round 1.
Yes.
So there are, I can place.
You can place
in 3 locations.
Yes.
3 separate locations.
Yes.
And the number I can put it is limited by the spot. So like on mine here, like if there's the 2, like I could put 2 in this on that spot, but only like 1.
Correct. Yes, that is the deployment limit of the space, meaning that is how many ninjas you can deploy to that space each round maximum.
So wait a minute, is this a rock or is that 3?
That's 3 over there.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure it wasn't like some silly like little mountain or something.
No, it's there. Like I said, these graphics are from the original version of the game that was published overseas. We updated the graphics so they're all the same stones and everything in our version. So now that I know this exists, I may come in and I may do another version of this with the actual production files to make things a little more cohesive. But yeah, that's it. So
But the gameplay is still exactly the same.
exactly the same. Exactly. All we did was update some of the graphics to make it a little more concise. That's it. But yeah, so that's it.
From the fine people of Grey Fox.
The fine people at Grey Fox Games, yes. So,
All right, brother. I'm gonna. So, and then I don't take the ninja pool. I take from my ninja reserve. Right?
yes,
Those are my 2 bags.
correct. The pool is extra. You get from your pool using the granary, the spot with the bags on it. Your reserve is the ninjas you have in your hand right now. So you have 40 ninjas at the start of the game to use throughout the course of the game. And then the way you get more is by getting them from your ninja pool. Or pulling them back to your bag using this the space here with the ghost. So you can take them off the board and put them back in the reserve. So
I'm excited. Let's do this.
let's do this. All right, so we are going to... And you have to place a minimum of 1 ninja this round, which is usually not hard. And then don't forget about the special middle space you can deploy, 1 each too. I can't go there until there's ninjas already on the board, so... Okay, so let's see what my abilities do, and I'll go ahead and I'll even read these out loud just in case you're not familiar with the Ronan abilities. So I remember my rules for placing Ronin, I can only have 1 Ronin per village space.
Wait a minute. I only see you have 5 cards over here.
No, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can't see this, this, and this?
I see this one. I'm moving. Ah, I can move your stuff.
Yes.
I moved the ones I can see.
Oh, it's because these are touching a box. These were touching the... Can you see those now?
I thought I was gonna win because you only had it was the 5 Ronin.
No, I think that you couldn't see them because they were touching that box that you're not able to see.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Okay, yeah, these are fine. I'll just leave this as is so you can see all my dudes here. I need that, actually. Thank you. Okay, so special abilities here. That's there. That's there. I'm missing a piece? That's not good. Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go.
There he is.
Okay, yeah. All right. All right. I guess I'm a man down this round. All right. Okay. So abilities. This lady here, Tatsuki, she can. Her ability is I can put her in a space with another Ronin. That's her whole thing. So she can double up with someone. Taiko's my healer. Whenever the abilities go off, he can remove a damage from one of my Ronin. Tobu can push up to 2 ninjas out of his area into an adjacent area.
Can he be pushed into the green?
No, because that's a special zone. You have to deploy there. So it has to be into a village space. Kabe doesn't have any ability. He's just a big boy with 7 health. So no abilities there. He's just basically a tank. Musashi, legendary swordsman, he'll automatically kill a ninja before we resolve combat. Yumi is an archer. He can shoot a ninja in an adjacent space. Oh no, I remove a ninja from your reserve. That's what it is. So I take out part of your supply. And then Hae can move from one village space to a village, to a village space that has your ninjas on it. So some of these will trigger when they're in the space with ninjas, and some of them trigger when they're not in the space. So Taiko and Yumi only trigger when they're not in the same space as ninjas. So he only heals if he goes to an empty space, and Yumi only shoots an arrow if he goes to an empty space. And then the one...
Just one question. How does it resolve? Like, do we is everything simultaneous? Or, I mean, it seems like timing might matter in a couple ways.
So the way that it resolves is we deploy everything, reveal, and so we put our stuff on our board. we reveal the boards and put everything onto the main board. And then the first thing we do in the combat phase is resolve the Ronan abilities. And then we deal damage through combat and then check to see what ninjas are left on the board. And then whatever ninjas are left on the board, you'll get those abilities of the board. And then we reset for the next round. So, yeah, so place, Ronin abilities, combat, ninja abilities. That's the chain. So these guys need to be not in a space with a ninja, and then Musashi. Oh, and Hayai. And Hayai needs to be in an empty space to move to a space that has ninja. Musashi and Yobu have to be in a space with a ninja in order to work. And then Kabe has no ability, and Tasake can just go to a space with another one of my Ronin. So just so you know what's happening. I'm sure you have something pulled up to help you with that, but it's good to know the abilities of the Ronin, so you're like, oh, if he does this, then I might do this. It's a whole lot of what ifs in this game.
Excellent rules reference by the Universal Head people. That back when I first became aware of them when I had to learn how to play Arkham Horror, and that was like the first game that got me into the hobby. And they do excellent rules references. So yeah, there's an excellent rules summary, like just the reference, so all the little icons, things like that. So that's what I'm looking for. But anyway, Board Game Geek, where you can find pretty much anything you need board game related. We're not sponsored by Board Game Geek.
No, not at all.
Though I am lucky enough to call Scott Alden a friend. So, because he is a very, very busy.
I have met him in passing very briefly. I haven't gotten a chance to interact with a lot of the BGG staff, but you know how it is at conventions. Everybody's flying 1,000 miles an hour. So
Scott is easily one of the most real and real nice people you'll ever meet. Yeah, just good dude. But anyway, to the game. So I can go to 3 separate areas, and the green counts as an area, right?
Yes, the green. No, it's a special zone, so it doesn't count towards your limit. But you can only.
I could technically do 3 spots in the village and the green.
Yes, but the green you can only ever deploy 1 ninja per round there.
All right.
And because it's its own special little area, it has its own rules.
You're done already. I'm like,
Oh no, I mean this is also like I have played this game so many times, so like I can make this moves in my sleep. So yeah.
Why don't you brag some more?
All right, well when you all right, so go to a convention and then demo the same games for 4 days straight, 10 hours a day, and then tell me how many times you play it, and then let me know if you can play in your sleep, because the answer will always be yes.
All right, that's fair. Why do I have this card that has a ninja on it? It's just is that supposed to be me? I'm all tough looking, or what?
That's the ninja leader. That's the leader there.
Oh, he looks tough.
Mm-hmm. So normally in the game, that tile is there for you to hold on your ninja reserves, and then you'll just take them from the reserves into your hand. From your hand, you'll place them on the board or whatever. So. But since in tabletop simulations we have these bags, you don't have to use it. It just looks really cool, so we put it there. Actually, I just thought about this. Do we... Oh... Wait, I do have it. It's just not... Oh, okay. I had it hidden behind the game capture so you couldn't see it. On the stream. So the link to our merch store that I created. So I accidentally had it hidden behind the game capture on the streaming thing here. But for those of you watching, we have a merch store The link is right there at the top of the screen now, teespring.com/store/gray-fox-games. We have a merch store. You can get cool, like we have like shirts, stickers, hoodies, and it has different pieces that are, it's artwork that we've, like it's original pieces that we've created using art assets from the game. And we have Champions of Midgard, we have Bushido, we have Deception, we have... I just did 7 Ronin yesterday, so we have a couple 7 Ronin things on there as well. So you can go there, check it out, and if you think anything looks cool, order yourself some cool swag that you can wear and show off to your friends and how cool you are, and then get them to be cool, and they can also get some of those cool hoodies and stickers and stuff. Yeah.
Say cool more.
Cool. Beans. Beans are cool.
I am mildly confused here, and I do apologize. I probably should have asked this before we went live.
That's okay.
But, my map doesn't seem to match up. Like, well, I guess kind of it does. I mean, there's just like, okay, here I'm gonna.
The way if you want to make this easier, turn your map and rotate it so it's facing the opposite direction. So you see this in the top of your screen there where it has the degrees, like 15 degrees or whatever. Next to the guy holding the barbell, the lift height, the top of your screen.
No.
So so at the top of your screen, you should have the options, modding, flip, menu.
No, align, flick, combine, text.
All the way at the top of your screen with the arrows, games, objects, music, notebook, options. You don't.
Okay,
Yeah, so the degrees there, that's rotation degrees. If you click on that, it'll change the rotation degrees. You can change it to 90 degrees, and then you can hover over this board, and you can just do this, and now it flips it around. So now if you have it like this is facing the orientation of the board now, so how you see it is how you see it on the table here. That's where you're getting confused.
That was where I was confused. All right, so perfect. All right, much better now.
Yeah, usually I will be the one to play upside down because it can be a little bit confusing. But yeah, that's the correct orientation. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
I would feel a lot better if you told me that it was fine.
No, well, it's fine.
All right.
And I'm gonna try this. I might be the world's worst player of 7 Ronin, but I made my decisions.
That's all good. It's all good. We're just here to have some fun. All right, so we will gingerly move our boards here to reveal.
I can't shake the cubes up. I don't know why we're moving ginger. Oh wait a minute, I just did.
Yeah. Remember when I said this was a physics-based sandbox? Yes, you can move them.
I know where they go. Just hold on. Just take 2 seconds.
No,
I was all like, this isn't doing any. Oh wait.
See, this is the secret. Is he saw my board and he's like, oh no, I shook it up. I gotta put on my.
I didn't see it.
I'm just kidding. All right. So now we just put all our stuff on the board where we deployed them, and then we'll see how everything matched up. Nope. Yeah, make sure you grab the piece there. Was there, this was here, and then this was here.
Published. Over here.
Published?
Yeah, when did this game come up? 7 Ronin.
We released this. It's been a minute. Let me see if I've got the rule book here. Let me see.
1 minute ago, this game.
Exactly 1 minute. This game was released. I believe this was. It was when I first started volunteering with Gray Fox. So I think what is this? 2020. I think this was 2016. Yeah, 2016, I believe. 2016 or 2017, I think at the latest. It was definitely. It's been a few years since we published this, so it's one of our earlier titles, but it's a good one.
The thing is that when I went to go read up on it a little bit, man, the forum on once again, it was still like humping along, like still going strong. People are like still, it seems to have legs.
This is one of those games that it can be a little off-putting to some people at first because the two-player genre in itself is already a tough genre to be in, but if you get people to just try it and play it, and they see the genius behind the strategy and the tactics, man, you can get hooked on this game. So it's like, all right, so we have placed on the board here. So now we're going to do the Ronin abilities. So Yumi, the green one, is not in a space with a ninja. So he will shoot an arrow, and and he's going to shoot one of your ninjas out of your reserve. So you'll.
Some poor guy just standing out there.
Yeah.
Eating a sandwich. Arrow comes out of nowhere, gets him in the chest.
And just boom, and then and then Yumi's like, well, that's my job. Time to retire. And then Musashi is going to be my red one, but he went somewhere where you didn't go, so he's not going to do anything. Taiko, my healer, did go somewhere where you have people, so his ability will not go off because it has to be an empty space. And then Hai is actually is going to fight instead of doing what he does. You did not place where I thought you would, so this is interesting. Yeah, so that's all of the abilities that I have here. So now we will go to...
Like when you know how to play Street Fighter and then the other person just button mashes and you can't possibly like figure out how to defeat them because they aren't actually attacking normally?
Tekken and Eddie Gordo. That's it. Just that's all you do is just mash buttons and see what happens.
Mash buttons, see, oh, look, he's flipping around. He's like going nuts. Oh, yeah, I hated Eddie Gordo.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, baby.
No.
All right, so combat resolves. So now all my Ronin in spaces with your ninja, they will defeat your ninja, but the ninjas put up a good fight, and so they will take damage equal to the number of ninjas that are there. And then that's actually all the ninjas. So you have so this spot in the greenery here, you'll have an extra bonus to your deployment limits on your spaces next round, and then you will.
I have a ninja.
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. I'm getting to it. Yeah, and then your ninja here is the poison at the well, so you will get to do 1 damage to any of my Ronin that you would like.
The guy that already took 2 points of damage, let's give him another one.
All right, and that wound comes from. Let me see. I don't know if I don't think it's the one on the space. I could be wrong. I think it may come from your reserve. I'm checking here.
From poison.
From the general supply. Sorry, yeah. So your general supply over here, which is which is the reserve. So that will, and then you're gonna poison him. There we go.
Take that.
Well, that is my healer, so attack the healer. It's a pretty good tactic in most games.
Do-gooder.
Yeah, good doer. All right, so that is.
So speaking of Seven Samurai, I was going to mention this earlier. Have you ever seen, like the little memes for Dungeons and Dragons and like the different alignments or whatever?
Yes.
And I'm not going to use the verbiage that you, but it said like lawful good, and it showed the Seven Samurai, and it just said because somebody needs to save your crummy little village.
That's it.
That's why there's lawful good people. But anyway, they didn't use crummy. They used a different one.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
All right, so that's the end of the first round. So we're going to move this time marker up to the next round. Now on this one, you still can only go to 3 village spaces, and you have to place a minimum of 2 ninjas this time.
Okay, but I also remember I get an extra one because of my guy in the green, right?
Well, it changes the deployment limit. So, like the stones that, for the people watching, you can see here these stones on the map here on his board. Basically, you can add 1 to each of those, like an extra stone there, and so he will be able to deploy an extra ninja to each zone that he wants for each ninja he has in the middle here in the green. That's the power of it. So, but what this number is over here is it's the maximum number of village spaces and the minimum number of ninjas you have to place.
I can only choose 1 area. For each ninja marker on the green at the beginning of the planning phase, the ninja player can secretly choose 1 area and deploy 1 additional ninja marker.
So you are paying attention. Well done.
Yeah.
I was seeing.
I can't just go all over the place, but I can to 1 area. I can put an extra one down. So.
Yes, I was intentionally fibbing to see if you'd correct me, and you did. Congratulations.
Okay, well, that's our story. I'll go with it.
I have the rule book in front of me.
Shoot. this is much better than answering a bunch of emails about shipping board games.
Oh, yeah.
Do this instead. So.
All right, so next round, yeah, okay, and
I can go to 3 spots plus the green, and I have to put at least 2 ninjas on the board.
correct, yes. And now see, because you have a ninja left on the board, so you have control of 1 village space, because the green doesn't count as a village space. You have 1 village space, which
We
means...
just want to control the well, so, I mean, we win. That's all we want.
I mean, it is very good, because now you're putting pressure on me to where I have to commit a ninja there knowing they're going to take damage, and you can still deploy another ninja there this round if you want. Because the deployment limit isn't the limit for the space that it can hold, it's just how many you can put there each round. So you can keep loading up ninja on that well if you wanted to, and just get to the point where it's like, yeah, any samurai you send here is just going to die immediately. If you wanted to.
Yeah.
But don't let me influence you. I want you to do whatever it is that you want to do. Six, seven, yep, that's everything. Name of the game, can you count to 7?
I can.
Yes, confirmed. Also, for those of you watching, if you'd like a amusing thing here, his Steam photo is actually quite funny. The beaker with the what?
What? That was when I used to play a ton of Team Fortress 2, and they would show the picture of the person that killed you, and I just loved the idea that the people had to look at Beaker saying "what" when I killed them.
Yeah, I like animals, so that's why I go with the ferret with the hat. I've had that as my Steam photo since I made a Steam account, and I didn't start PC gaming until like 2014 or so. So I've never changed that picture. Also, I wouldn't, because it's beautiful. I might put a picture of my dog, but it's a tough contender with the ferret.
What doggy do you have? What kind of doggy do you have?
She's a lab pit mix. She's 50 pounds of fat, and she's also part jerk. So that's
We have 4 dogs, and our most recent was pretty much my birthday gift to myself last year. I have a 6-month-old husky in the house who went from, whatever he was, at like 12 pounds when we got him, and now he's like 70 pounds of fur and dumb.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, I saw pictures of him. You showed us at BGG, I think, was when.
Yeah.
And then you're like, yeah, I just got this dog, and then I saw you posted pictures of him recently, and I was like, yep, that's a wolf.
Yeah. He's just so gentle, but he's just dumb. He's just well, I've heard they're very smart, but they're very stubborn. So like you'll call his name and he'll just be like, yeah.
I have a friend who has had many huskies, and that's exactly how they all are.
Yeah. Okay, I'm ready to reveal, sir.
All right, let's see. All right.
We'll move him.
Yep, so we're putting them out there.
Do your worst?
My worst? Well, I guess the opposite.
Yeah.
All right. Yumi fires an arrow, so we'll take another ninja out of your reserve there. Oh yeah. And I planned on this. I thought you might do this, so I put Musashi here on the well, so he'll kill a ninja before combat. Tycho left unchecked, so he's going to heal one. He's going to heal one off of himself. And then, oh, you got the copy though. That's not good. And then this guy didn't do anything. And then I put my my extra girl here in the middle. So that's all of my abilities here. So now we're going to resolve the combat. They get scared away. Musashi is going to take this damage here. Important rule about Tycho for those watching, the healer: he cannot prevent damage. He can only heal damage that's already been taken.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, High-Eye's ability. He can move somewhere where there aren't, or if he's in an empty area, he can move to where there are ninjas. So he would have come over here and he would have fought these guys. That's his whole thing. Is he rides over on the horse.
All right. Well, I guess I don't get my 2 free ninjas back, but you get to take 2 damage.
Yes, you do put 2 damage on him. So like I said, it may seem unbalanced to one side or the other the first couple of times that you play, but as you play both sides and understand the strategy, it becomes a little more apparent as to like the fact that they are actually very well balanced. What?
It disconnected me. I gotta rejoin in, I think. Hold on.
Yeah, you can just find the server again.
Steam. Yeah, it just kicked me out.
Oh no. Disconnected. Oh, I also disconnected from the server. Oh no.
So it wasn't just me.
No, I guess the whole server just freaked out. That's okay. That's okay.
It saves it?
Yes, it has an autosave, so I'll just reload the session and it will be exactly where we were.
There it is. I just saw it. I'm connecting now.
And and then the super secret password that
Lance Meister is amazing. Okay,
yeah.
There we go.
Unless somebody, I mean, the stream saw it, so I guess they could have stream crashed and like hopped in here before you, be like, oh no, random person.
Wait a minute, that isn't me. I need to be on the other side.
Yeah, you need to be on the green side. Can't look at my stuff. All right, so we're good. Okay, so it basically saved it right as we resolved everything. So I'll just resolve everything again here. That's gonna go there. That's gonna heal there. We need to shoot one out of your reserve, and then.
No, wait a minute. No.
Wait, did it already save that part then?
Yeah, I already got
Okay,
that.
okay, it saved that part. But Tycho had 3 damage on him, so it didn't save that, and I already killed the ninja here.
Extra damage. Big cheat.
We can do the math. It's not hard. And then, yeah, that's all. Okay, so that's all the abilities. So because I didn't know from where it saved, so we had to.
So take the 2 damage off this guy.
Yeah. So
that guy takes that damage.
yeah. So now we're all taking damage here. So,
I'll help you.
Oh, thank you. And those need to go back to that one stays there. These need to go back there.
The blue ninja, run away!
All right, but now you can copy, and now I need to check and see, is it copy ability of one you already control, or just copy and use another occupied areas? So you have to control another area to copy the ability. So since you,
well, I'm screwed there. So that was.
but now you have control of it. So basically now, see, here's the thing: is since you have a ninja there, I have to commit a Ronin to take away that space from you, or I have to proceed knowing that you'll be able to copy whatever else I let you resolve the rest of the game, basically. So it's part of the tactics, because you have a lot more ninjas than I have Ronin, so it's not like I can wipe out your entire force in like 2 rounds, whereas the ninjas can, like you can kill, like if it's lined up correctly, you can kill like 2 or 3 Ronin in 1 turn. It's possible. I've seen it happen. Not on the first turn, but like overall, like things can just happen. You can just gank like 3 guys just right off the bat. So.
Okay, so next round is 3 areas. I can still deploy.
Yep. So still 3 areas, and it is a minimum of 3 ninjas that you have to deploy. All right, and let's put these back here. missing a piece.
What are you missing?
I'm missing my marker for Yobu.
White.
White. Oh, there's the.
It was all like it was perfectly camouflaged.
Oh, I see it here. Yeah, sorry, I found it. Yeah, we should. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah, I just me and in my old age, I just can't see anything anymore.
What? Okay. So yeah, there you go.
I almost just placed it directly on the main board. Be like, well,
What are you doing?
like here we go.
Yeah, okay. It's a bold strategy.
See, that's the mind game. Is just putting it out there for you to see. Is just what are you gonna do about it? And you're like, easy, just go to not those spaces.
Just a moment.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I just placed my last one, so. The thing that I can respect about Tabletop Simulator is it does have a bit of a learning curve, obviously, being the engine that it is, but I think that it fosters the DIY like mentality, because you have to like, especially because a lot of this stuff is community created. Like this, we didn't create this 7 Ronin one, so somebody literally just took their game pieces, took pictures of them or scanned them, uploaded them, scripted it, did everything. Like, even though like it's our game and we publish it and everything, they used this engine and their creativity and time to like make it work inside of this program so everyone can enjoy it. And like that DIY creativity, I think, is something that's really important to foster. So I can very much appreciate that about Tabletop Simulator.
I'm doing my, and I think it's also what I've discovered in the board game hobby is people are always looking for new ways to interact with it and stuff like that. So, all right, here we go.
All right, I gotta put this down. I'm just gonna put it on this side, so that way it's there. We did it like. Oh, nope. I'm just going to put my entire board on the board. Alright. So. Okay, not bad. Alright, so ninja abilities. Musashi. Important note, you can resolve these in any way that you wish as the Ronin player. So Musashi's going to take care of that guy right there. High-Eye will not move. And you actually assigned 2 ninjas here. Oh, that's not good. So Taiko's ability is actually going to heal 1 off of High-Eye while he can. And then Yobu is going to push this guy here and then push this guy over here. Because I believe, do they have to go in opposite directions to adjacent areas? I'm checking real fast because I'm wondering if they can go to the same area. Number of areas. Oh, the number of areas. So I could push them both to the same spot if I wanted to. But I'm just going to leave that there like that, actually. So I'll push those out. And then that is all of the abilities that I have. So now we're on to taking damage. So you are going to do 2 more to High Eye, who is on his last leg here.
Should have died.
Should have, but Tycho was left unchecked. So
Tycho apparently threw a healing potion across the way. And
he's a monk, man. It's those monk powers.
yeah.
So I am going to... Yeah, so I'll put this on Sasuke over here. I should have thought about it because I pushed it over here in with Yumi. Yumi should have fired an arrow, but because I used Yobu to push it over, it didn't trigger him. So that was miscalculation. I know, it's a real shame for you. And then that's all the damage that's taken here. So this is actually good for you. So I pushed you into this space, so now you have 1 village space, and if you get another field or you copy it, it'll be considered 3 spaces. But you have a shrine, so you can take one of these shrine markers and choose any of my guys that you want and turn off their ability for the next round.
Oh, I think
we know, yeah. Let's say. Are you sure you don't want to put it on? I think Kabe here is probably the most relevant ability to turn off. So.
Yeah. I mean, it seems legit. That seems like a legitimate option. But I think I'm just gonna take away the healer. Is what I'm gonna do.
All right. Now another note here. If you see on the board here, these little skulls are going to start popping up. That means that you will actually lose a ninja out of your reserve each round because winter is setting in. So just at the beginning of each round, it's going to kill one of your ninjas here out of your reserve.
Seems like a pile, but whatever.
So
I guess we just didn't leave with our warm clothes.
It's ninjas. You can't like think about it. They literally just dress in cloth and they have their weapons on them, and that's it. Like if they dress in warmer clothes, then they might not be able to be as mobile and do all those ninja things that they do.
So ninjas were real, but the idea of the ninja in the black pajamas, that was not a thing. like ninjas just dressed up like normal peasants.
Well,
and because they were assassins.
Yeah.
You walk around with black pajamas, the samurai's gonna say, "Hey."
That's it. I don't know, man. I've watched all the 3 ninja films multiple times over the course of my life, and they're all dressed like that. So as far as I can tell, that's what ninjas are. Or they also just happen to be giant turtles. One of those two.
American Ninja, man. I mean,
American Ninja Warrior. It's just instead of black pajamas, it's American flag pajamas.
Yes. Let's see here.
All right. So what are you? Okay. So you have a deployment limit now, or an extra one there if you want it.
And then an extra one for the green as well.
And an important note here is I'm not healing this round. So like, yeah, you keeping track of what I can and can't do is very important as well. So like, anticipating where I might place things. Like it's not just like, oh, he might go to this space. It's like, which character will go to the space? Because now that you've put damage on my Ronin, I think you have an easier time predicting where I may be sending people. Because it's like, oh, he might be sending guys with more health to places where I can place more ninjas. So if there are a bunch of ninjas there, they won't die. Stuff like that. It's like those little things that you start thinking about. Those strategies where you're gonna quickly see, like, I have a feeling that I might lose multiple Ronin this round, actually.
Oh, good.
Because you've also got, there's also pressure here because you control the shrine and you control a field, so that's 2 spaces already. So now you know that if I want to take those away from you, I have to commit Ronin there to doing it. So if I do that, then you know I'm not placing in other spaces, and you know the list goes on of things that can happen here.
So, I mean, as a guy who's played the game, like the burial grounds, so I get to remove 2 ninja markers from the village board
Mm-hmm.
from 1 or 2 areas and place them back in my reserve. Why would I want to remove guys? I don't understand.
Because if you don't have, so like, let's say that you have, somebody on the granary, right? Because once this ninja pool runs out, like if that ever goes to 0, the granary becomes useless to you. So if you have ninjas committed there, you can't redeploy them to somewhere more useful, right? Like, I mean, it's still helpful because it's towards one of your 5 spaces you need, but it's it's one of those tactics where like it may not seem powerful until a situation arises where you see it and you're like, oh, because yeah. So it's not an overtly powerful space, but it is a very good utility space whenever you can use it.
And I get 4 spots instead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, now this is a critical point of the game where now you can spread out more. Because the way that thematically it works is because, as you can see, you're starting to lose ninja to the winter. The ninjas are becoming more like it's not like desperation, but it's like more determination. They're like, we have to send more forces out. We have to attack harder. We have to get this done because winter's coming in. We don't have time. So it ramps up and ramps up as it all sets in. So.
All right, I'm good. I got it. I hell or high water. I'm gonna. We'll see how the chips fall.
We will see how the chips fall. Sorry, I was talking about all this stuff and I wasn't placing anywhere. I really should be.
Just using your secret code to look where I put my guys. So
oh yeah, my secret code inside of this open source sandbox that I totally can manipulate. Really appreciate if you didn't turn my heals off. That'd be great.
So can you not put your Ronin on, or do they have to be deployed?
They have to be deployed.
Gotcha.
So that's the other part about the Ronin that makes it tough. Is you know I have to place all of them every round somewhere. So there's no, whereas with ninjas, since you have a minimum, you can choose to go under the minimum. So I have to figure out like, are you deploying the maximum number of ninjas that you can and just throwing a bunch of forces, or are you kind of like biding your time and like saving your forces for later in the game where you can deploy more? Little stuff. All right, I'm ready. You ready? Oh yeah. All right. Jeez. That would have been here. Wow. I miscalculated. Okay, yep, so like I said, I'm definitely losing Musashi this round because I don't have heals, so that's a bummer. So Musashi will kill one of these guys. My guy will shoot an arrow off, so one of your ninjas out of your reserve will come out. Yobu will push. He's going to push both ninjas into this field so they can say hi to Kabe. And then that... Hello! And then Hai is in an empty space. Now, I'm curious, do I have to move him? Move, contested, free area. Move to an area with a ninja. I don't remember. Yeah, so we're going to say that it has happened. So he is going to move somewhere. I think he's going to go down fighting, and we're going to just send him over here to the well and try and stop you from poisoning my people. So that's all of my abilities. Now we'll resolve combat, and Musashi will take the fall. You've done it. Musashi is dead, and I will move him over here because he is dead. There is no resurrection for me. And also, Hai is dead as well.
Also, a shame.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be at the funerals. And then Kabe will finally get in there. He was supposed to have taken a lot of this damage early in the game, but you did not place the way that I thought you would, so there's that. And then Taiko does not heal, so I'm going to take that off the next round. Okay, that's all the abilities and all the comics, except for you got to take these guys out of the middle. But, alright, so you still have control of a field, and you have the bullpen. So now you get to choose one of my characters on the board, and they have to stay there for the next round. I cannot pick them up.
Yeah, go ahead. I see it.
See, but you see, like I said, I lost 2 samurai this round. I had a feeling I would.
So, this, I'll give you the quick tour. The front of this is the
All right.
company.
Hey, it's Shane. We can hear the CEO
Yeah.
and president.
Yeah.
Great box games in the back.
Mm-hmm.
This is that part of the business.
Who do I not want
See, that's because you lock someone in place, and since you know they're there, you can basically like consider it like you're gonna deploy ninja there because you're basically like, I'm gonna attack that dude. So it's like, who do you want to kill? I will say locking down Yobu might be kind of a hard thing because he pushes ninja out of the space.
Yep.
So.
And I think I'm gonna lock down your healer.
My
just so they
Taiko.
won't be able to heal.
I mean, they will still heal, but they only heal if they're in the empty space. So basically, if you lock him down, you're going to want to commit at least 1 ninja so he doesn't heal.
Yep. That was my plan, to make him fight ninja and then he can't heal it.
Yeah, because I've seen people be like, oh, Yobu, and then they'll deploy ninja there and he just pushes them out. We're like, yeah, that could have been thought out a little bit more. All right, so you're going to lose another ninja to winter, but you can still go to 4 village. I mean, you've got, including this round, you have 4 rounds left, but my forces will be dwindling a lot quicker than you think they will.
Oh, it's okay. Even if this is fun. 4 spots, right?
4 village spaces, and you have to deploy a minimum of 4 guys. And if you ever can't deploy the minimum, you just have to deploy all of them, it says. So 4 or less. See, because now it's going to be easier for you because I have less samurai to play around with, so it'll likely be easier for you to take control of village spaces now because I am not able to spread out as far. And that's kind of the key, is trying to eliminate Ronin as fast as possible because I have so few. Like, they are powerful, but because I have so few, even losing 1 is a huge detriment. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. This is gonna be not great, I believe. You're done?
Yep.
All right, let's check it out. Oh my goodness. You went all in on that. That's not quite what I expected. Jeez. Yeah, this is going to be a brutal round for me. Alright. So, Yumi is not there, so you'll lose a guy out of reserve. That adds up over the course of the game. So, oh yeah.
I'm down to 6 in there, so
Yobu can push 2 out. So I'll just push both of them. I'll push 1 here, and unfortunately I think I'm going to push 1 into the well. And that is all of the abilities that I can do, so now we're just going to take a bunch of damage. Yeah, so Yobu will finally take 2, since I have Tasuke there with Taiko, so I can spread the damage out. She'll take 1, he'll take 2. And then, oh, yep, that nothing happens there, and nothing happens there. So, yeah, so you have the well, and you have, yeah. So, oh man, you can copy something too. So you can copy the well, or you can copy the field to get the extra village spaces.
Use the well to kill the healer, and copy the well to kill the blue. So I'll kill both those. And then take.
Mm-hmm.
It says to take that out of the general supply.
Yes, correct. And they fought valiantly. Nope.
I was hoping you saw that.
Ah, that's brutal. Alright, so now we're on to the next round.
I lose one because of the winner.
Yes, and I am down to 3 of my Ronin.
And technically I control 3 spots.
Technically, you control 3 spots, correct. And we're on to round 6. So you're still deploying a minimum of 4 ninjas. And then the last 2 rounds, it's a minimum of 5 ninjas. But it's getting close. It's getting very close.
I mean, we're both on the ropes, I think, there.
Yeah, like your forces are wearing thin, but I have... I mean, my total health pool isn't that much. I mean, it's 5, 3, and 1. So... And the one... Excuse me. And then one of the... Thank you. Yeah, it must be serious. And then Yobu, his ability pushes people, so I can either, like, let them take damage, or, like, I have to push you into other village spaces to give you control over them. So this is, like, a really tough position for me to be in. But yeah, you turning off my heals for 1 round and then locking him in place was, like, huge. I should have foreseen the well play, and... I kept, for some reason, I'm just so fixated on, like, I think that you're going to go for the fields and go for village control. And I really should have just been like, no, he's just trying to get people off the board.
Should probably push this back and at least try to hide it, right?
Yeah, just a little bit. That's probably for the best. I don't like this at all.
Alright, I think I got it.
Think you got it?
Well, I mean, I only had 3 ninjas to play, so it was pretty easy to figure out what I wanted to do. Alright, so... No, wait.
Yeah. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Yep. So, man, I was hoping that you would place in here and I could push you onto Kabe. Unfortunately, that did not happen. So, no abilities. So, we're just taking damage. So, Kabe is going to take 2. Yumi will take 1. And then Yobu will just stand there, and now you're going to do all the things.
So I get to remove one for and I get 2 from the
Now,
reserve.
the important thing is this is the green is not considered a village space.
Yep, that's why I wanted to remove him from the.
No, but the effect of this is that you can remove them from
Oh.
village spaces.
Well, then, boy, did I screw
Yeah.
that up.
Yeah, so the only way you get that back is if I send someone there to send him back to your bag.
Alright, well, let's leave him on that field, because I still get to use the granary, even with one guy there, right?
Yes, yeah, as long as you have at least one dude there. That's when you get to
No,
use
I'm
it.
gonna remove from the field. So now I get to take 2 from my ninja pool, place in my reserve. Correct?
Yes, that is the effect of that, correct.
Alright.
And
I
then,
think that, as they say, is that.
yes, and then you will lose one of those ninjas that just joined your rank.
It's
See,
like a glacier. I move forward 2 feet, move back 1 feet.
mm-hmm. Now, remember, I only have to have one Ronin alive at the end of this, so now I'm at a balancing act where I want to try and stop you from taking over village spaces, but at the same time, I need to try and keep at least one Ronin alive, so it's just, this is the true cat and mouse of the game right here, is in these last few turns. It's funny because the amount of pieces in the game gets smaller as the game goes on, but I feel like the choices take longer to make because of diminished resources. Because it's like, I think you're placing the last of your ninjas at this point. Ugh.
All right, let's do this.
Alrighty.
I took kind of a gamble here.
Your gamble will pay off. So Yobu will push out of spaces here. We're going to push both of those guys over here. But you are going to kill Yobu this round.
Yeah, death to Yobu.
Yep. And he can only absorb 1 damage, so that means you'll still have 1 ninja there, which means you'll still get the greenery effect.
Which is what I want.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's the thing there. And so Kave will not do anything, and then this does nothing because you don't have anything in your reserve to shoot. So now you get your. Yep.
So I'll just because one dies in the winter, I'll just drop 1 there, and I'll put 1 in my reserve.
Now, did you want to pull any from your board back using?
Yes, I absolutely want to pull off of the this because this isn't doing me any good.
All right, you already.
I will pull 2 of those guys off.
All right, you already killed 1 guy for this next round, so this is the final round where either.
I got my 3. That stupid guy in the green just standing out there like a moron. You're down to 2. So.
Now you see the trap of the green. As I think it is powerful, but if I leave pieces there, it diminishes resources. So now the question is, can I avoid you killing my guys while also stopping you from? Because now you can go up to 5 village spaces, which means that you can just spread across. Like you already control 2.
That's the way I'm gonna have to win. Is I'm gonna have to pick 3 spots on the board where you aren't expecting me to put them, and then I can win.
Correct, because I can only place in 2. Because I don't think you have enough resources to kill Kabe.
I can maybe kill if I could take the inn and have the well and copy the well. I could kill. I could do 2 damage, which would be enough to
kill Yumi.
This is basically I've got to pick places that you don't think I'm going.
Yeah, you have to place perfectly. Is basically how this works.
Well, but actually, couldn't you just go and kill those 2? I think you can win. I mean, I don't think if you just went and killed these 2, it'd be over.
That's what I'm thinking, right? I could, but if you also commit ninja there, then you can also possibly place enough to like kill my guys.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Like just enough. Like I said, it's tight. It's very tight.
He decides to move. Stupid green, tantalizing me with its special powers. Alright.
Yeah, I think he eliminated like 5 ninjas out of your reserve over the course of the game.
Yep.
Should have been one more, but I messed up.
Yeah. Let me see here.
So again, I'm seeing here like the ninjas don't have the ability to move people that are already on the board. They have to get them back into the bag and then back up.
Correct. Yeah, they don't jump from place to place on the board. They have to retreat and then redeploy. So it's the little details that get you in this game.
Alright, I made my choice. We'll go down swinging.
Yes, we will. And you called the play, or I did commit here. So like I said, my balancing act was deciding whether or not you were going to go to try and kill or try and spread out. So like I had a feeling you were going to go for the fields. So I was like, I can either commit to the fields but risk lose my guys, or I can commit to what he already has. So there's no abilities here. The way this is going to play out is that's going to go there, that's going to go there, and you'll end up with a total of 3 village spaces, and then winter will close, and the samurai will have, or the Ronin, excuse me, will have successfully defended the village.
Yeah, well, you know what? 5 of you don't make it to the celebration. So.
It's true. It's true. And the other 2 are maimed for life. So that's what we did.
Well, what is it? At the end of Seven Samurai, like the villagers are like super excited and happy because they've killed the bandits or the ninjas in the movie, but like the 2 or 3 remaining samurai, like all remark that like they didn't win, right? Because most of their friends are dead. You know, and they actually say something like, and then the wise one that you know that says, you know, it's like the victory or the battle wasn't for us to win or lose, it was for the villagers to win or lose, and the villagers won. You know, so
yes.
So the samurai didn't win, but the villagers won. That was like the whole.
I think.
If you haven't watched it, people are watching this, and you haven't taken the time to watch Kurosawa's Seven Samurai. It is very good.
Yes, and also there's another film that was made a few years ago that is a variation of that story called 13 Samurai that builds on a similar version of that story, or it's not quite tit for tat on that, but it kind of like takes that main idea and then moves upon it, but it has a lot of the same principles and a lot of the same thing. If you haven't watched that, I believe it's on Netflix. If not,
and
yeah.
of course, obviously, not the remake, but the original Magnificent Seven.
Yes.
Is very good to watch as well. I would. Not that the remake wasn't bad. You know, but it definitely wasn't the original. And of course, the Three Amigos. You know, that was another more comedic take on the bandits invading. And in a weird way, but more of a Dirty Dozen way, Rogue One is a little bit like Seven Samurai. You know, like the suicide mission kind of thing. You know, the eclectic group of heroes all banding together for a single purpose kind of thing.
Gotcha. Yeah. Also, yeah, Brandon Graham, I apologize. I had my window pulled up with the stream on Facebook, but it didn't show me the comments, so I didn't realize you were commenting. I apologize. I just saw them all now. I have turned Lance up. Thank you. And he also said GG. It was a GG. Sorry about that. I just didn't see them on the screen that I was looking at. I apologize.
It was fun. I like
Yeah.
this.
Yes, yeah, and were you wanting to do one more and play as the samurai, or are we at the end of our time together?
I think we're at the end of our time, but I mean, I would definitely stream this again though, and I'd love the chance to be able to take a crack at it from the other end of the spectrum, so you could school me on that route as well.
No, for your first play, you did phenomenally. Like I've seen people demo this, and like either one side or the other will lose by the third round. Because some, so like as far as like what you did tactically, I think that you did just fine because it came, like I said, it came down very close. Like this is one of the closer games that I've played. It was a little bit more difficult. There were just a couple of crucial moments on your end that hurt me. I had a couple of plays early on that really benefited me in the long game, but like I said, this is one of those games that grows and it helps culture you, and like it develops its own culture inside of the game. So the more that you and I play this game, like the more that because I know a lot about Seven Ronin obviously, but like if you played a lot of Seven Ronin and we're both experienced on both sides and understand that it's like chess, right? Like you're a better chess player when you understand everything about the game. So it's one of those games where like the more you play it, the better you get, the better the experience is going to be. So I think this game is beautiful. It is criminally underrated, even though it does have like a strong following, like on BGG, as you've seen, for people that know it. But as far as two-player games go, this is where it's at for me. I have loved this game since the first time that I played it, and I'm glad that you enjoyed it.
No, this is, I think I have a copy of this somewhere sitting on a shelf.
And your billions of games at your house.
Criminally still in shrink, I should probably admit, too, probably. I probably got, handed this game 4 years ago by you at a
probably.
Convention. Like, hey, you should play this and review it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll take a look at it. And then it never got done. But no, this is, I like this. I like the, and I do like the fact that, like, I've always liked games where you... you reveal moments are something I champion in games, because they're moments of, not to get all like highbrow here, but reveal moments are moments where everybody that's engaged in the game is like, oh my gosh, that's what he had. Like when you turn a card over to see what it is, when you reveal where you placed your units, things like that. They're moments of anticipation and release, which is something that triggers something in your brain for enjoyment of it. And so I like reveal moments in games, and like that moment where you see, like I see where you put yours compared to me, and like, oh dang it, I should have gone there, or yes, I guessed right. There's those moments of happiness, but also the things that I like in games like these also are like the how, like on your turn, like I look forward to playing the other side, because I'd like to do the, like, how do I'll do this Ronin first and like this power first and that first, the way that the structure of how you play out your turn. And there's some of that on the ninja side as well, as like which one of these special powers do I want to activate, first to affect this and move that and something. So yeah, I mean it seems simple, right? But there's an onion there that you have to peel and find the different layers as you go. And I was saying peel the onion and layers before that whole Shrek nonsense before. I mean that's a time-honored comparison. So not that Shrek's bad, but anyway, I jammered long enough. So
no, that's good. That's what the streams are about. I mean, as a streamer outside of doing it with Gray Fox when I was streaming before, I always liked streaming from like an educational perspective and talking about like the game design and like these effects of gaming, because it's these little things that people don't really talk about when they normally game. It's always like, I want to play this game and enjoy the experience, but like bringing this understanding of like why you're experiencing what you are, I think helps like enrich the gaming experience overall. So I'm glad that you picked up on all these little things, and it excites me that you want to explore the other side of it and continue to like grow with this game, because you can take that philosophy and apply it to tabletop gaming, video gaming, really any like game that you do. It's just like playing it as well as understanding it will make your overall gaming experience more fulfilling.
Absolutely. So what's on the docket next week? What are you streaming?
So next week is actually going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be streaming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday instead of Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, because I am taking a trip out of town and I'm leaving Wednesday afternoon, so I'll be streaming the first 3 days of the week. As far as what is on the docket, the only thing I know for sure is that one of those 3 days I will be doing another one of the scenarios from Mythos Tales. I've been playing through one of those about once a week.
Oh, that game's so good.
It is, yeah. And I'm very happy because we've only been streaming, probably for the past month or so. So it hasn't been very long since we started the Grey Fox live stream, and it's nice because out of all the streams that I've done, people tend to watch the Mythos Tale streams more, and also we have seen an uptick in people ordering the game, and the only common denominator is the live stream. So
well, and plus, don't we have a deal on that going on this weekend?
Yes, actually, so we do for this weekend. We actually have it's coinciding with the Mother's Day sale as well. I believe we're uploading everything as far as Tyler sent me the graphics for the sale earlier, and Matt should have them on the website here soon. But we do have a sale happening for the Mother's Day of this weekend. So you can go to the website, greatfoxgames.com. It'll have all the information there. So if you want to get a copy of Mythos Tales, or if you want to get a copy of 7 Ronin, or you want to get any of the cool upgrade things that we make as far as like playmats, upgraded pieces, any of that stuff, we have a lot of exclusives on our website directly through us. So go to the website, check it out, use the discount code, order some stuff. It is a great time. Thank you for bringing that up, because I totally forgot about it.
It's funny, I just thought of it because you mentioned Mythos Tales, or however you want to pronounce it. But yeah, it's like Mythos for moms, because what wouldn't mom want for Mother's Day other than a great old one?
Exactly.
Great Dagon from rises from the deep.
Yeah.
To wish your mother a happy birthday.
Chocolates.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, chocolates and flowers are overrated. Get her an elder god. That's really where we're at here.
Get a little Migo or something buzzing around the house, and just for some fun. But yeah, cool. No, man, I appreciate you inviting me to do this. We should. I know Mythos, you're kind of doing that on a solo play, but if you got another 2-player game or something, you need a player. Just let me know.
Absolutely, yes, I will.
This was highly enjoyable.
Good. I'm glad you did. I'll keep everyone updated. We'll post on social media with the schedule later today for next week going forward, so everyone can look out for that. And once again, the sale on the website, greatfoxgames.com. Go check that out. While you're there, subscribe to our newsletter. We'll keep you up to date on all the sales that we do, as well as keep you in the loop on our production cycles for games coming out. Like I said, later this year, we've got Tsukiyumi Full Moon Down coming, which is going to be huge. We've got After the Empire coming, which is going to be large. We are going to do Tortuga 2199 this year, too. This is a big year for us. So if you want the inside scoop on where we're at with all those projects and everything, subscribe to the newsletter. We also give away games. So we'll get discount codes, you'll get games. We just do a lot of cool stuff. So just go picture
free things.
Yeah, free things, exactly. Free things. And you get to hang out with us. We like to be personable, right? So check that out while you're there. And the very last thing, once again, top of the screen there, teespring.com/store/GreatFoxGames merch store. Go there. You can, if you like 7 Ronin, like the artwork, we have some pieces in there. You can get some cool 7 Ronin swag. You can get some Champions of Midgard swag. Who doesn't want a mug that's got the Champions of Midgard logo on it? It just looks super sweet.
Well, I'm a big fan of Vikings, so
I imagine you would be. So,
yes.
So check that all out. So that's all the things I got for today. Thank you so much, Lance, aka UndeadViking. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm glad that you had a good time, and I will definitely have you back in the future.
Let's do this again. This is awesome.
Yes, we will do it again sometime in the future. Everyone watching, thank you so much for joining us. Keep an eye out on our social media later today for our schedule for next week, and we will see you then. Stay safe.